I'm Toby Lapinski for the New England edition of the Fisherman magazine with this week's web fishing report. Well, we're halfway through our fishing show season here in New England. I'd like to thank everyone who so far has come out to the CMTA Hartford Boat Show, as well as this past weekend at the Northeast Hunting and Fishing Expo in Hartford, Connecticut. And also thank you very much to everyone who came out to see my seminars, which I did on Friday and Saturday. Moving on to this weekend, we've got another show ready for you. It's the Springfield Sportsman Show at the Big E Fairgrounds up in West Springfield, Massachusetts. It's a great show. I've been going to this one since I was just a little kid, so come on out there and see us. We've got plenty of promotional items to go along with your 1 or 2 year subscriptions to the Fisherman magazine. So moving on to the reports, we're going to start off as always in Connecticut, where the big word this week continues to be ice fishing. All the rivers that we've got, the lower tidal rivers, are pretty much frozen up, so if you want to get out and wet a line, your only option is ice fishing at this time. Unfortunately, with all the snow that we're seeing across the region, it's making it very difficult at times to access the local ponds. Meaning the parking lots, the places where guys generally park to access the ice, has not been plowed out, as obviously that's not a high priority on the local town's plowing list. So if you're able to gain access to some hard water, or if you got someone with a plow to help you out, you're finding some very good action. I know the Connecticut River coves are still producing good numbers of perch, panfish, miscellaneous panfish for the anglers getting out there. Haven't heard a whole lot on the pike side of things. And I got word, a little follow-up on the alleged state record walleye that was supposedly caught last week. At the fishing show this past weekend, I spoke to a couple of guys at the Inland Fisheries Department for Connecticut. As of that time, they'd heard no word of the fish. Basically, my inquiry on it was the first that they had been notified. So whether the fish is a ghost fish or an exaggerated fish, we're not sure at this time, but we'll keep looking into it and let you know what we find out. Moving on into Rhode Island, it was an extremely tough week as expected. Mother Nature pretty much kept the boat stuck to the docks all week. No one that I spoke to was able to get out on the cod grounds off of Block Island. It's sort of the pattern that we're stuck in right now. You know, you and I have to deal with the shoveling of the snow. Well, when that weather kicks up, that means the boats are generally unable to sail out on the Block Island grounds as well. So it's been a tough couple of weeks for them. They've snuck out on occasion. They found some fish still out there. Doesn't look like too much went on this past week. And then moving on up into Massachusetts, again, same as what we got in Connecticut. Ice fishing and ice fishing. It's still the same thing that we see in Connecticut as well. You're having a hard time accessing some of those spots. A lot of the parking areas remain just giant snowbanks. But I saw some photos, some really nice perch and some big pickerel and some bass being taken up on the Cape. Getting word that a lot of the ponds up there, surprisingly, are still nice and hard. Upwards of a foot of ice in some of the spots. So real happy for those ice fishermen up on the Cape. Unfortunately, they're having to deal with a little bit of snow. Back on the mainland side of Massachusetts, same thing. More than enough ice, plenty of safe ice pretty much everywhere, but you're dealing with snow. You got to park, get through the snow, drag your gear through the snow. Then when you go to drill your holes in the ice, you're digging through snow as well and setting your tip up. So, you know, it's challenging, but hey, it's better than sitting at home on a weekend day. So there you have it. I'm Toby Lapinski for the New England edition of the Fisherman magazine, wishing you tight lines on the water.
To receive the latest fishing reports, subscribe to the Fisherman's YouTube page. Click subscribe, then click the settings button and check Send Me Updates. You'll now receive notifications of the latest Fisherman YouTube videos and reports. If you're already a subscriber, make sure you've checked Send Me Updates in the settings so you receive the latest notifications.